I'm John Teeter. I know quite a number of you, but I thought I'd spend a little bit of time for those of you that I might not know, telling you a little bit about my background. So I'm a little bit unique in this cadre of candidates. I was foolish enough to spend 3 decades in federal service, and I retired in June of 2012 from the Department of Health and Human Services. But during that time, I worked at a number of agencies, Social Security Administration, Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. I worked at Centers for Disease Control and spent the last 10 years of my government career working here in D.C. At the Department of Health and Human Services, where I was the Chief Enterprise Architect, the Deputy CIO, and the Acting CIO for probably a composite amount of 2 years while they chose somebody they thought was better than me. And so, you know, you can tell by my background in government that, you know, I do understand how government works. I do understand information technology, and so, you know, now I've gone into another area of service. I've gone into service at KPMG, where I'm a managing director and a member of their Global Center of Excellence for Health. So I have the privilege and the curse of being able to work in commercial, state and local, federal, and global endeavors on both the IT and the health side. But I've always had a very strong affinity for ACT IAC, and even when I was in the government, I got involved and was the vice chair of the Partners Program, and then I was the government chair of the program, and then I helped to develop the health track at ELC, so all of these things, you know, in composite, brought a tremendous amount of value. But when I became a member of the executive board or the executive committee, whatever you want to refer to it as, for the American Council for Technology as a government person, it looked to me like there was a disconnect. And so we started having a discussion about how we could link those things together. All of the very valuable things that ACT IAC does, link them together and provide exponential value in that linkage. So we engaged in that conversation, and I think that that's the type of thing that we need to approach in the upcoming years. You know, Ted mentioned that, you know, there's a changing environment out there. There's a changing demand and that for participation from multiple aspects of government as they pursue the excellence in usage of information technology. And so what you're going to find as a necessity, and Ken and I have talked about this, is that we're going to have to, as an organization, bring the business and the mission side to the table. We're going to have to get our requirements from them and apply our substantial talents and intelligence to solving those problems and to satisfying those requirements. And another thing that I think that we've talked about doing that we've never really pursued is linking more tightly with OMB and taking the intelligence that we provide as a community, offering that up to them, and having them display that as their path forward. Because one of the things that impedes innovation is lack of certainty, lack of direction, lack of understanding. And if we can work more closely with government to establish that direction, to clarify the objectives, then I think that working with those business folks, we will be able to be a more informed and a more contributory organization to the government mission that we all serve. And it is a service, by the way. You know, and the government, I know that from being on the government side, that it is a service. And from my perspective, I appreciate the service that you all provided to me, and I would now like to participate in your community in providing that same level of service to the government. So So I look for your support, and as has been said before, there's no bad candidates. So thank you.